Greetings, I'm Tina Tasaka with the Lotus Broadcast, powered by Cannabis X America. And I have Drea Moritz with us today, and she is with Z Botanicals. And oh my gosh, do they have some great products to give relief for pain, to give relief if you want some sleep. And I don't even know all their products, but that's why we have Drea here today. We're going to be talking about her products. Good afternoon, Drea.
Hi, how are you today?
Well, I'm
Thank you for
doing
having
great.
me.
I think you've got the best view today. You're out there in the desert. Are you at the Papagos?
No, I'm actually at a little park in North Phoenix.
Oh, super, super. I see the mountains or the little cliff, or not the cliff, but
The mountains.
It looks a little bit like the Papagos where I'm hiking every day. So I almost thought that you were out there, but it looks gorgeous. And we're so lucky that we live in the desert. We have so many beautiful locations to go to.
So many beautiful locations.
Yeah, but I'm so glad you could join us today because, I got to tell you, I have been enjoying some of your products today. I'm just holding up one little one. I know you've got all your products there today, but I've been enjoying your products and I've been spreading a little bit of the word about your products. But certainly, you guys have a plethora of different options for people to use, and all of your products are CBD products, so they don't have THC in them, and that's something that we want to mention to the viewers here today. But before we get into the products, I certainly want to have an introduction on you and how you got into the industry. And you are the sales manager and the brand ambassador for Z Botanicals. And so what do you do for the company, and how did you get into the company?
So I work. I am their sales manager. I am also their brand ambassador. I got into with their company. I was waiting tables for a really long time, and I've had 3 surgeries on my ankle, and I had went to a women grow meeting, and I ran into a lady that had a friend that was looking for people at a CBD store, and I was like intrigued because at that time I didn't even know like a whole lot about CBD either. Because, like how many milligrams are you going to take? How effective is it? Does it really work? I was a, long time THC marijuana user, but I've, really wasn't into CBD and I didn't know much about it. Started working at the CBD store. And since I had all the surgeries on my foot, I used a lot of different topicals, which worked. But then a couple brands that I did use, they went out of business. And then I got a sample of this, and I haven't looked back in almost 8 years from it. And after 3.5 years of working at the CBD store, I was like, I needed to come work for them. And it was kind of funny. It's a full circle moment because when I was waiting tables, I used to wait on her parents, and I recognized her when I started working there. And her mom used to always tell me when they were if they had their restaurant, they were going to steal me from where I was working. And 10 years later, I'm working for their daughter and son-in-law.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's a
It's
great
kind of a
story.
full circle. It was a kind of a full circle moment too, which is really neat.
That's when stars line up. That's for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long have they been in business? It sounds like they've been in business for more than 10 years.
Since 2015.
Okay. Oh, they just hit 10 years. Oh, perfect. Okay. So let's get into some of the products. Okay, so we know they have sleep aids. We know you have pain relief, and then there's different flavorings. I mean, I have the tangerine here, but I don't know if there's more than just tangerine. I would think
we just have the tangerine.
Okay.
It's just a tangerine.
And then you've got the different bottles on your side, right? So if you want to let us know and let the viewers know what you have there. Oh, look at that.
So
Okay.
this is our mood boost. It's a 1400 milligram. It also has CBG in it. And then it has 3 terpenes that are specifically for mood enhancement. So, like if you have anxiety, depression, it'll help with those. But it also helps you stay focused. It gives you energy throughout the day and it keeps you calm. So, like, even in those overwhelming situations, like you're just calm all day. Those days that you feel super sluggish, you have no motivation, and you just feel blah, 20 minutes later, your life will be changed.
So, Drea, what would be the recommended dosage on this? Even though, just so we can have a disclaimer here, neither one of us are medical practitioners, but what would be in the dosage? Is it on the bottle for
It is
people
on
that
the
purchase?
bottle. It
Okay.
is on the bottle, so you can take 1 full dropper, 1 full milligram, 1 full tincture,
Mm-hmm.
um,
And
once a
typically, we would
day.
suggest that you do it under your tongue.
Under your
Mm-hmm.
tongue, you're gonna hold it
Mm-hmm.
there 30 to 60 seconds and then swallow. So what that does is go straight through your sublingual glands and go straight into your bloodstream, unlike taking edibles where it takes about 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes 2 hours to process. This actually gets into your system really fast. Um, and this one is recommended just for daytime use. It's good if you take it at night, it could keep you up a little bit longer, unless you have a long evening and you want something to help you stay focused and give you a little bit more energy to last you through the evening. This is a good choice for you. And it also
Excellent.
has and it also has CBG in it, so it's great for pain relief during the day as well.
Oh, that is a real good one. And what is the price point on those?
So this one runs about 65.
Okay. And
And this
again,
one will
just
last you about 30 days as well, since and then another good thing about CBD too is you are in control of your dosing. So if you think that 1 full dose of 1 full dropper is too much, you can reduce it. Sometimes you might not need that whole dose. Sometimes you might need that dose and maybe a little bit more, depending on what your stress level is. So that's the one thing that's great about CBD is that you are in control of it.
most definitely. Yeah,
And then,
definitely.
so that one's a great daytime. And it's also, ladies, if you are menopausal, it's a great, it's amazing for your day because it gives you energy. It helps you stay focused throughout the day. And I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from that as well. Then we have our sleep aid. This one right here has CBG and CBN in it. And then it has 5 terpenes that are specifically for sleep. And unlike taking edibles where you can wake up and you feel groggy or you feel like you got hit by a truck, because it does happen if you take a little bit too much of it, of edibles or consume edibles. This, you're actually going to feel like you got a really good night's sleep. You're not going to have that grogginess, and you're also going to have that pain relief with the CBG incorporated too.
Or wake up very thirsty in the middle of the night and drink excessive amounts of liquid in the middle of the night from edibles.
Right? Yeah, and this will help you fall asleep and stay asleep. I've had people tell me I've gotten 8 hours of sleep. Do you know how big that is? I haven't gotten 8 hours of sleep in a long time. I actually got 8 hours of sleep. And like, I love when people give me that kind of feedback. And then they don't wake up feeling groggy in the morning and they actually feel like, hey, I got a really good night's sleep.
Would you like a 21-year-old cat?
Would I like a 21-year-old cat?
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I would not. I don't think my
Okay.
dogs would like that.
You won't get a full night's sleep with my 21-year-old cat. Ever. She wants to play at 4 in the morning. And then at 5, at 6. So a good night's sleep doesn't happen for me, with or without AIDS. She wants food or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, okay, excellent, excellent. That's a real good one, the sleep aid. Mm-hmm.
And then we have our 3,500 milligram pain relief. Trying to get that in the camera more. It's not going. There we go. Wait, where'd it go?
Put it out.
So
Yeah, excellent.
there we
Perfect.
go. So this one has 3 terpenes that are specifically for pain. And then it also has just CBG in it. So it's really good for pain relief, for chronic pain. We've also helped people with cancer with the 3,500. But we also have for pain relief, we have our 4,400 milligram. And the difference with the 4,400 milligram, this one also has the 3 terpenes for pain, but then it also has CBG and CBN, but not enough CBN to put you to sleep like the sleep aid would. But when you're in a lot of pain, it's hard for the body to relax. So with this, it has enough CBN just to help with the relaxation of the body.
Can you touch on which product you are helping the the doctors with the burn patients out in California? You mentioned that before we jumped on. Can you touch on that and how you're helping these patients and those doctors working with those burn patients?
With the diabetic ulcers.
Okay, okay.
But we also have with a diabetic burn as well, a grease burn, and it helped heal within 3 weeks. But we have our wound care gel, and
Okay.
this has helped with open wounds. It helps with diabetic ulcers, and this we actually reformulated this product for one of our doctors because our topical works so well, but and we ended up making some changes to it for a wound care gel.
Would this help with an extreme sunburn?
Oh, it works amazing for sunburns. I actually have a few pictures um, from one of my daughter's friends who went down to Mexico, got a really bad sunburn, and in 3 days it's gone, and she didn't even peel.
That's a big statement because the sunburns here, I mean, the sun is just no joke, as we all know. I
Oh,
mean, especially living
and
out here in the Southwest. That's a
especially in
huge,
Arizona,
that's
and
huge.
summer's coming. Like this works absolutely amazing
Mhm.
for sunburns.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. And that the peeling and the after and just that's huge. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Gosh. Now,
And then
okay, let's talk about where all of these products can actually be procured from. You're in dispensaries, and
do
then
you
you
want
also have
to
oh,
do the
you
topicals real quick too?
oh sure, let's go through the topical
Let's
line.
go through
Yeah,
the topical line.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So we have this is our topical. This works within 3 to 15 minutes. It lasts 6 to 8 hours for pain relief. Not only is it good for pain relief, but you can also do it for aromatherapy. You can use it like Vicks, rub it on your chest, do a little under your nose. It'll help you breathe. If you have any kind of bruising, it also helps with bruising. Ladies with period cramps, it helps with cramps. Muscle spasms, Charlie horses, people with gout, restless leg syndrome. I've had a bud tender tell me her mom had a stroke and she couldn't open her hand. She rubbed some of our salve on it, and within a few minutes, she was actually able to fully open her hand. And that just touched my heart. Like, that was an amazing story. Like, for the things that this product does, it's just amazing. But we have it in a salve that's more like a Vaseline texture, and then we have it in a roll-on as well. So if you're on the go, and it's easy just to throw it in your gym bag. It's great for after working out at the gym too. It's great for muscle recovery.
How many ounces is in that one,
This
Drea?
one is our 1.7 ounce.
It looks bigger on screen than it's hard to
Right?
tell what the size of it really is. It looks really big, but it's hard to tell. Okay.
But
Okay.
it's a
Excellent. Excellent.
1.7. And then our topicals, they come in all the way from a 1 ounce all the way up to an 8 ounce container.
Fantastic.
And they range for price range, they range from $46 to $189.
You said that, it touches your heart to see something so dramatic of somebody putting a little bit of CBD on their hand, and somebody who hasn't been able to open their hand, and that they've got movement all of a sudden just from the most simple, touch of CBD. It's the same with a child who suffers from seizures, from epilepsy, and they're getting their first dose of CBD ever, and their seizures dissipate. I mean,
I've had
CBD is so, it's the miracle plant.
it,
It goes back to
it really
why we're
is.
in this industry, why we're so passionate about this industry, and why we're passionate about the plant, and that we haven't even touched on the surface yet of what this plant can do, and why we're so passionate, and that, and then we just try to wrap our heads around it every day. Why is there stigma? We know it's helping people, and why are people against it, and why are people so mean? Why we just don't understand. We're trying to help people, and yet we don't get it, do we? We don't understand.
Right. And, and that's my goal. And all I want to do is help people. And that's all our
Right.
company wants to do is just help people because there's a lot of people suffering. And, as pharmaceuticals, they are important, but your health is also important too. And managing your health and taking control of your health and making decisions for yourself, that's also important.
Yes. So now let's roll into the fact that, okay, you guys have all these great products for humans. Well, what about our four-legged furry friends? You guys are embarking on some CBD products for pets.
We do have CBD products for pets. We have a 200 milligram that is for small dogs and for cats. Men, a lot of times our cats are left out. And we actually have a product that's for cats too. We have a 500 milligram that is for your medium to large dogs, and we also have a 2,000 milligram that is for the large dogs, and that also has CBG in it, so it gives them an extra anti-inflammatory. And then our 500 milligram and 2,000, they also have propolis, basil, and thyme in it, so it's really extra bone benefits for their digestive system, for their joints, for their coats. It's good for allergies. It's good for calming, especially like New Year's Eve, 4th of July. A lot of people look for calming for their dogs when fireworks go off. And then we also have a wound gel for dogs that if your dog gets an ear infection or if they get sunspots or if they have anything on their feet, it helps with that healing process too.
And the first product, it's a tincture for dogs
Yes,
and
they
cats.
are
Okay.
tinctures. Yes, they are. They're
And
all tinctures.
yeah, the one for cats, is it flavorless?
They're all flavorless. We have no flavors in in any of the
Yeah.
dog tinctures or any
Those
of the pet
cats,
tinctures.
cats are so damn smart. You can disguise medicine with a can of tuna and salmon. They'll still know that there's medicine in there.
We,
Dogs will eat anything.
right?
Cats, no. Cats are
Yeah,
so freaking smart. So that's
it's pretty surprising that we actually do sell a lot of cat tinctures and we get repeat customers on our cat tinctures as well. Because we got to take care of those fur babies too.
Oh, absolutely. No, I
And
mean,
how you would give it to
that's
them.
my 21-year-old. I mean, she's the equivalent of 100 years old. And believe me, she acts like a senior. She's got her mean moments and, she does need to be calmed down. Yes, she's just, she's got her issues as well. And so she's a good candidate. She's a real
Yeah.
good candidate for it.
I'll have to get you
Absolutely.
one the next time I see you.
Definitely. And we do see you a lot. No, I think it's
Yeah.
fantastic. You are always out there. You are always at all the events, and that's what led us here to this podcast together. And you are always out there. You are such a great ambassador and cheerleader for the brand and
Thank you.
for our industry. And so when I know you're doing a lot of Arizona events. Do you get out to events outside of Arizona?
We haven't yet, just mostly in Arizona.
Okay. And I did want to ask you. So we've got we have a little nervousness here in Arizona. We don't mean to just lean toward Arizona right this very second because we want this podcast to be applicable to everybody across the globe. But just so everybody knows, our Attorney General here in Arizona has sent some very stern warnings to the products that are made with hemp and D9 and D8. They basically have taken a lot of them off the shelves unless we have marijuana licenses. So just curious how that is having any impact on you all and what your thoughts are on that. And, if it's having any impact on your business. And
It's having a little bit of impact on our business, but what the great thing is, we have 0 THC in any of our products. It's a great thing for dispensaries to now carry with the AG. Now people are going to be, so they can go to the dispensaries. People are going to be looking for them since they're not going to be able to get them anywhere else anymore. Their local smoke shops or their CBD stores that they went to. So it's a great opportunity for the dispensaries to now get into this because people will be more looking for them now. And we are currently in a few dispensaries in Arizona.
Yeah, absolutely. You actually have quite a list here. Why don't you let us know what dispensaries you guys are currently selling in?
So we're in Arizona Natural Concepts, ANC. We're in Ponderosas. We're in Nirvana. We're in Arizona Cannabis Society. We're in Superior. We're in Arizona Organics. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody, but we're also in 2 pharmacies in Arizona as well. One in Prescott at Thumb Butte Pharmacy, and then we're at Rosie's Pharmacy. It's an independent pharmacy down in Sunny Slope.
Oh, excellent. And then you're in some physicians' offices as well,
And
right?
we are in physicians, and we're in doctors' offices, and we're in veterinarian clinics too.
Oh, fantastic. And then your product is also available online, and
yes,
people can order it online, and it can go into all states.
Yes, and we ship to Canada.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it's great for Canada. I mean, that's wonderful. Great. Excellent.
Yeah, so it's A2ZBotanicals.com.
Yes, and we will be putting that up. We will absolutely put that up when we put this podcast up. We will put that up at the end of the podcast so people know what website to go to so they can look at all these great products and the pet products and pain products, sleep products, and all the topicals and tinctures and everything because it is really a magnificent product. As a matter of fact, just about 2 weeks ago, my producer and I, we were at a big charity event and there was a gal and her shoulder was hurting her so bad. I had 4 of those sample products in my purse. And I said, you know what? I have this pain product. I said, it's non-intoxicating. There's no THC, nothing. She goes, give it to me. I go, okay. She dropped. I came back to her about, 30 minutes later. I go, how's your shoulder? And she goes, oh, I forgot all about it.
You know that?
She goes, I forgot all about it. Came back to her 4 hours later. I go, what's going on with your shoulder? She goes, She goes, I'm not even thinking about it. She goes, it was just blank to her. She goes, that stuff is good. So then I gave her the other 4 samples I had in my fridge. I go, just take these.
You
But
know,
now I
that
have
is
to
one of
circle
the
back to
biggest
her.
statements I get all the time is, wow, I forgot about it. I didn't even realize it hurt anymore.
Mhm. I now need to circle back to her so she knows where she can go with the larger bottles and let her go from there, because she's got a lot of other pain issues, So yeah. Well, Drea, you are just a diamond. This is just fantastic. I just love talking about all of this and all of your great products and how all of these can help people so much. I mean, what do we hear the most from people? I don't sleep well. I have pain, right?
And I have anxiety. Those
And
are
I
the
have
top
anxiety.
3.
Yeah.
And we
No,
have,
some people won't. A lot of people don't want to admit that part so much.
right?
We will say it maybe to a close friend, but I'm in pain, or I don't sleep well, but those are the big ones. And then that the pet CBD, because it went away during the pandemic. There was, I don't know if this just hemp wasn't being produced as much. I don't have all the answers, but a lot of people were looking for pet CBD during pandemic and they couldn't find it. And now it seems to be coming back. So I'm really, really excited about all your products. And so where will we see you next? What big events are on your docket for the next couple of weeks? There's so many going on. I mean, it's just, they're everywhere.
I know I will be around at META. I might actually be going to the META in Tucson on Monday.
Excellent.
And then I know Trap Culture's doing an event. I know I will be there just hanging out, but I always have stuff on me.
Yeah, you bet. There is a big one with Trap. Yeah, on May 10th. Yeah. That is a big one for sure. So that'll be a good one. Well, we so appreciate you jumping on the show with us here at Lotus Broadcast. And we'd love to have you back on here over the summertime and see how it's cranking again. And we love seeing you out at events and supporting the industry. So thanks
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on with us, and we'll share this with everybody and put it up on Cannabis X America. So thank you for coming on with us, and thank you to our viewers, and we wish everybody a great rest of your day and great weekend. This is Tina Tasaka, Lotus Broadcast, powered by Cannabis X America.